This is how you cook honey cake. 3 tablespoons of butter, about 1 cup of sugar, and 4 tablespoons of honey. Bowl, put it on top. A steam bath. I'm gonna be mixing this. We eat eggs with fork. Here's that. I'll be working on it. The sugar must melt. This is my practicing video anyways. I'm doing it for myself. Mix it more till the sugar melts. Mix it with fork. Now you can mix with this little thing. Still mixing this. My eggs in the cup. 3 eggs I used. 3 eggs. Mixing eggs in slowly. Add a little bit at a time. Slowly. Okay, keep mixing it. It's smooth. Mix it till it's smooth, till all the sugar and butter melted. Now it's done. Now I'm going to take it off and add some flour to it and baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 3 to 4 cups of flour, depending on how much you need. You can add more or less. This is a cup of flour. You can use 3, 4 of those, depends till it's like nice and non-sticky, so you can roll some good cups of flour in. Still pretty wet, not ready to roll anything, so keep adding flour. Keep mixing it. Mix it really well. Mixing it just like that. Nothing special. Easy breezy. Do the best you can. Something that looks like this. Now I'm gonna take it out of this bowl. We'll roll it and see what happens. Definitely. The dough is pretty warm. It's not hot. Use parchment paper instead of foil. It's easier. Spray your pan. Roll the dough. You use your parchment paper. So you circle it around if you have a pizza cutter. I do not have a pizza cutter, so I'm gonna use one of these. Not bad. You put it in bake. They say 180 degrees. You're gonna have 7 crusts or 8 or whatever, how many you want to make. There we go. I'm gonna bake it till it's golden a few times. And then you put it in. You roll 1 sheet. It gets sticky, so you gotta be careful taking it off, or you can just use knife by doing this. So I already have 2. This is my 3rd, and I still have this much dough to go. We'll see how many I will end up with. They are really thin, so you have to really work on it. Be really gentle so you don't break or rip. So use parchment paper. If it's easier, you can just roll on the parchment paper. Work with towels so they don't get dry. I use dish there. Checking on my pie, almost ready. I'm gonna get it out. I'm gonna take it out. See, it doesn't have to be really dark, just as long as it's. I'm gonna leave it there for like 1 minute more, and that's it. You should have crumbs of this cake, so I'm gonna bake them, crush them in the blender, and after that, see how the dough. It's like Play-Doh. That's how it's supposed to be. And so when you roll it, it's hard. And so when it doesn't stick, you just lightly flour it with flour. See what I'm going to fill it with? I'm going to use a sour cream. You can use a whole milk sour cream, which is more fat. And when you beat it, it's going to be like more fluffier probably. Also, you can add Cool Whip, like an 8 ounce of Cool Whip, which I don't have right now. What I'm gonna do today is just use those layers. Waiting on this layer to go. Almost ready. Almost there. A little bit, like a minute or a half. So I'm gonna do sour cream. My sour cream this time is only 2% milk. So it's gonna be a little bit sour, but you can add confection sugar, which is one of these. Just add that with the sour cream or with your Cool Whip to make it sweeter. But I'm gonna use 1 cup of sugar and a 16-ounce canned sour cream. So if you need more pie filling, just make more. If you want less, make less. Everybody has its choice how they want it. Okay, there's our leftovers. Leftovers, make them really, really thin. So when you bake them, they're gonna be crispy. And when you have to blend them in your blender, they're really easy, crunchy, and they will blend smooth. So your crumbs is gonna be like breadcrumbs, are really smooth and tiny. So for the filling of this cake, how many layers I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers. Thin layers. So I hope 16 ounce plus 8 ounce plus, let's see, 5 ounce. Well, let's hope I have enough filling for this cake. If not, it will be a little bit dry, but it's okay. So what you do, you take 32 ounces, 2 of these, 1 cup of sugar and 16 ounces of sour cream. Whip it together. So for this much of layers, you need a lot of filling for this cake. So you can use 2 or 2.5 of these. Just remember, 16 ounce sour cream, 1 cup of sugar. Whip it together. 2 of these, 2 cups of sugar. All the sour cream and Greek yogurt, I put it in the mixing bowl. And I'm gonna add sugar, 1 cup. All my other cups are busy right now. So 1 cup. This is probably a little bit more than that 8-ounce cup. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more of sugar. And then that will be good. Okay, now I'm gonna whip it till all that sugar is melted. So let's start it. But the sugar has still not melted yet, so keep whipping it and whipping it. It's longer with hand mixer. Okay. This is how your cream and filling for a cake should look like. It's really sweet and it has a little bit of sour tint to it, so it's really tasty. Okay. Putting the cake together, I take a big spoon, spread it all around, put as much as you like. The more, the better. The softer the cake will be. And then refrigerate for at least 3-4 hours before serving. So this is how I do it. Lots and lots of it. Yeah. For a long time I haven't done it. It looks really funny. Why I like this cream? Because it's not, it's more on the diet side. It's not as fatty. Yes, sour cream has fat in it, but if you use a 2% sour cream, if you use 1%, it's gonna be really thin and sour. So 2% sour cream, I think, works really good for this cake. It's more on a diet side. I think the sour cream cake filling is one of my favorite. Why? Because it's sour and sweet. And it's really light when you eat it. It doesn't feel like it's greasy or like, it doesn't feel like it's too many calories. This is how I'm putting this cake together, assembling it together. I still have a lot of cream left to cover the edges. Yeah, it looks messy, but it's my first time. So it's still pretty good. It is my ugly honey cake. It does look crappy. Lol, haha. First time trying it. Let's see what you got. Search for 3-4 hours. And then I'm gonna dust it with cake crumbs. So it looks a lot much better. That you baked. You blend them in a blender. I didn't have a blender available at this moment. So I just crashed them and covered the cake as a decoration. Just like that. Yes, it's my ugly honey cake.